Dear colleagues, I'd like to start my topic with a small introduce how about the Kherson town in Ukraine, which had freedom after the retreat of the Z forces from the right coast of the Dnieper River to the left coast. And it's very interesting fact. After the 10 day after, we have information how the Z forces shooting the oil coverage in Kherson. So, for example, two cisterns of the oil, and during 10 hours, ceasefire, um, ceasefire, ceasefires had a struggle with the fire. At the background, how the first train arrived into the Kherson from Kiev capital. It's very interesting how the Ukraine power can possibility to the put oil, send oil into the oil coverage in Kherson. So it's very interesting situation how the today we have information that the more of the Kherson had Ukraine good with the big queues of the people. It's very good situation and certainly needs support of it. And second, before the oh Jesus, and my brain, the Moldavian historian with the Cologne and Ministers Cologne and Baerbock. Some minutes later. I'd like to the GDP, the situation Russia, position Russia in the GDP rating of IMF. If you remember at the 2005 and the 2006 year, Russian government, Russian power has been a dream about the sixth place in the world rating of the GDP. But since the 2013, Russian GDP since the 2 trillion US dollars. As you remember, all media in the Russia especially wanted with the play game with the media of the Texas. Informed world society about the actual Texas and GDP and GDP of the Russian Federation. This is a figure about 2 trillion US dollars. But since 2013, Russian GDP fell down, and the left totally the Texas. And after the Crimea and Donbass story, the first Ukraine war of the Russian GDP fell down fell down since $2 trillion to the 1.4 trillion at the and the 2017. So it's very big sum. The 25%, how the 25% GDP fell down. And here, this is a question. This is the case to the appearance in the President Vladimir Putin words about the real incomes of the population. So the Putin speechwriters sent to the president about this information for the cover of the fell down GDP. This is one. The second here, not amazing, how the Russian economic power decided to the refuse of the US dollars. Of US dollars, the second so-called de-dollarization of the Russian economy. So we have a result: Russian foreign trade have a yuanization, and the next step of the Russian activity in this field, how the synchronization and to the avoid of the calculation over out of the dollars, away the dollars, euros. This here the Russian economical power will accept big difficulties. Certainly, this is a need a big estimate and interaction and the base of the interaction of the currency, and certainly, but this at this background, they will also have not have wanted to have refused of the dream to the currency rate of the Russian ruble about the 70 or 80. Yes, so and the last and certainly in the 2019, let's continue. Russian GDP in the dollar count, in the dollar calculation, US dollars calculation, started improve to improve, and right now, despite the Ukraine crisis and the second Ukraine war, Russian GDP will be more than it was in 2016. And so the economist was have been glad the turnover of the GDP, and this is no the last dot of the story, the dollarization and the calculation and count of the GDP, Russian GDP. So this is not the political and economic speculation. So this is a methodological problem of the methodology. How measure all GDP if you want to the calculation in the monkey, in the in water, in the tones, or in the renids from Malaysian currency. It's not. I'm repeating. It's not a speculation. This is a trade of the national currency. For the second part of my talk, let's return to the Europe. European countries had a conference again for the support of Moldova. The calculation that the very big sum for the little country in the Europe, the candidate of the European Union, due to the Ukraine invasion and situation with logistic, the whole problem had had need 1 billion euros for the summer support. Summer support, and certainly it will the problem with the energy. And another for the additional of this information, I'd like to tell that the Ukraine stopped and increasing price for the pump oil from the oil pipeline Drupa Frontshaft into the Hungary, for example, the oil price, pump price will be 18%. 80% due to the electrical crisis in the Ukraine. The second part of my topic will be the Parliament Assembly of the Europe of the NATO countries. Memberships in Medit recognize that the Russian terrorist that this is named show how the I guess of the market or in the Europe, the good market as for national market. This is, and so this is not information how the Russian, not among the Russian media, send information into the as a publicity for the UK, the previously government under leadership Boris Johnson. During this year, I guess 39 Russian tankers in the region with the oil. So, UK right now more need in the cooperation, in the trade cooperation with the Europe at the ground of the base of the foreign trade. If you remember, before the breakfast, 50% the turnover of the goods foreign trade UK was with the European Union, UK, EU. 50%. It's a very good, was very good situation. And the last, the COP 27 was earned, but the problem no. And I'd like to tell put at the desk one task, for example, for energy problem with the COP27 agenda. Even though one of the biggest energy potential have Passat wings in the South country, for example, Northeast Africa and the around African Rock and the south of the Arabian Peninsula. The Passat is very good. Somali, Yemen, Oman, before from the Oman to the Kenya. And so this is the south region with the March days, a lot of days of the with the Sundays, Sundays and here the task consists in those how to do combination solar energy and Passat. This is a twice forces must be I think to will do mm, twice the will done twice the result. So passage and so why passage? Passage. This is permanent forces as solar. So thank you. Bye.